Pretty simple and incredibly stupid idea today. Simply, how many slimes does it take to break Slime Rancher? Naturally, I've given this very little thought, so we'll just figure it out as we go. The first thing we're going to need to do is remove some of these plorts because we've hit the max number. This by itself is taking a few minutes. $37 each, so in case you've ever been curious as to what a tank full of rock plorts is worth, whatever that was. Now I'm going to need to borrow you rare gold slimes.
Don't worry, I have more.
But now we have a big empty tank that could probably hold a lot of slime. And I think the natural option is just to go for pink slimes because they spawn very easily and like myself, they eat everything. So I can just feed them lazy absolute garbage and they'll be very happy to do so. Like it's only taken me a minute and I've got 9 so far. So this is so far my most successful idea. And I mean, I can just suck up everything and shoot out the things I don't want. Like I don't want that, and I don't want these 3, I don't want the plorts, and I definitely don't want a hen. So for right now, I'm basically going to scour what I think is pretty much the entire map as I have it to find every pink slime possible. I've made it all the way to the Cave of Wonders and I found 43 pink slimes. I have no idea how many it takes to fill a corral, but I am going to find out. These pink slimes are a little more annoying to get to because they're in amongst all the explodey and radioactive slimes. But I won't stop until I've abducted each and every one of them. And if I happen to find any rare slimes, I'm going to take those too for now. All the way to the temple, I've got 70 slimes so far, so this is actually going quicker than I thought for once. Maybe I am capable of achieving an idea on time and on budget for once. But also, since this place is kind of annoying, I'm just going to skip over it and go to the desert. Well, maybe I have to pick you up just a few more pinkies. I also just found a lucky slime, so that's also helpful for me. I love how it only takes 40 years to get here. But at least there are pink slimes here, so I'm getting my money's worth. I wouldn't say no to more rare slimes at this point if any of those want to spawn. There's another gold slime. I guess I'll continue collecting those for some reason. You can never have too many hostages. Alright, so far we've got 92 pink slimes. I don't think that's going to be enough to break the game. Also, they're going to need a little more food initially. It says a fed slime is a happy slime, and I definitely want to keep my slimes very happy. I'm all about customer satisfaction. Okay, because I don't trust these little idiots to pace themselves, I'm going to put 100 carrots in the feeder, and then I'm going to fire... Actually, I'm going to put 150 carrots in the feeder. There's already some fruits on the ground, so I'm going to fire approximately 60 more into there. That's going to take a second in itself. It might be a little bit cramped for them, but it's really just efficiency. And slime time. Whoops. Well, that's a free-range slime for a little while. For now, they're going to get in there and eat, and eat, and eat, and eat. Pretty sure this corral has all the stuff going on to keep them happy and calm and whatever for now, so they'll be fine. So there's not quite 100 slimes, and they look like that, so it's definitely going to take, I don't know, 1,000 slimes? 1,000 slimes is a lot. I wish I had a slime spawner, but we're going to do this a good old-fashioned way by wasting hours of my time. So we'll take a walk over this way. We'll probably end up launching a lot of slimes into the ocean today. But to be honest, that's really nothing new, and I feel like if I just hang out over here, I can just continually suck up the ones I want and get rid of the ones I don't. There is sort of a quick means for removing unwanted slimes. I also wouldn't say no to any more lucky slimes. I guess in theory, since I'm trying to break the game, I could also do some rock slimes. They just eat veggies anyway, and I tend to have a lot of veggies, so I'm going to collect pinks and rock slimes. I was just wondering why all the slime stopped spawning. It's because we have a million tar slimes over here, so I'm just going to leave the area for now and let them they can have this part of the map. Alright, how are you guys doing? Still happy? Great. Here's another 20 pinks. Where did these come from? Did I accidentally take them out of there? I must have. Well, these guys are going to produce plorts, but I'm pretty sure they can eat plorts too. So whatever the case, get in there and enjoy your new home for a while. These rare rock gold largos are going to a little home out in the country, and we're going to sell 27 gold plorts for I don't know how much money. 13,338. I'm also going to take over this corral for a little side project.
So another offering to the sea.
Then I need to borrow a sapphire slime and make a small plort withdrawal from the old corral because we need to put the sapphire slime in there. Then we're going to fuse you and the lucky slime together. Okay, now it just doesn't work at all. Outstanding. There it is. Emerald slime, which is definitely a very rare one by itself. Now I need one of these even rarer garnet slimes. We're going to fuse you two together, then we have an amethyst slime, who is, yes, even rarer again. Then finally, we need one of these rare gold slimes I've been hoarding for a while, and we slam these two together. I cannot touch that slime or it disappears. Need to remember that. And we get a diamond slime. Diamond slimes eat fruit, so I'm going to have to suck you up and put something new in here. Okay, so this corral is now going to grow pogo fruit. We're going to put some in there, and then we're going to let the diamond slime go back to his environment, and he's going to produce me diamond plorts. That is an incredibly rare slime, because those are hard to make. So I'm going to make those every time we find a lucky slime, but lucky slimes are hard to find. Each diamond plort is worth 1,132, so 2 plorts is worth $2,000. Okay, I think I've let enough time go that I should be able to go pick up some easy pinks again. Maybe I should also be doing the tabby slimes as well, because they are very common. I might as well start filling them up too. I'm just going to need more slime, so the quicker I can grab them, the faster we'll have our answer. I mean, sometimes science just demands results. I just realized tabbies aren't really going to work because they eat meat, so let's just eliminate them right away before they turn into more of a headache. Well, the pink slimes look like they're having fun. Here's another 16 friends to play with. I've kind of lost count. I've got a rough idea of how many are in there, but that's fine.
It's not the numbers that matter, it's the friends we made along the way.
The diamond has already produced another 3 diamond plorts. This thing is an absurd moneymaker. Well, let's go walk the entire length of the map again, hoping to get lots of pinks. Yeah, okay, I am probably officially just going to sit right here like this, because why wouldn't I? I think because this is like the very most beginner stage of the game, that it's really only going to spawn you very simple slimes. And only the proper stuff they can eat, because they're not going to throw tar slimes at you so early on in your... I've already got another 103 pink slimes, so after I do a little delivery to the ocean, I'm going to top up our idiot tank a little more. Why is one... Oh... I am happy I got an achievement for that, because this is like a personal achievement for me, but also if the game wants to reward me too, I'll take it. Probably do want to give them another load of carrots soon to make sure they don't get too rambunctious. I don't know if it matters, they're basic pink slimes. They're not particularly intelligent or dangerous. But that's filling up pretty quick. There's, I think, 250-ish slimes in there, so it might only take about 500 to fill a corral, if they're not miniaturized. Well, at least they have a nice variety of things to eat between the plorts and all the fruits and vegetables I fire in there indiscriminately. I'm already fairly happy with this result. Then it's just back to the grind, hoovering up the idiots. I'm just going to sit here like this, and as soon as they fire out, I think I just get them. A few get away, but it makes it very easy. I'm actually spending a lot of time just firing things over the edge, and that's starting to get annoying. Having all these mods installed is actually working against me, because normally I could just take the slimes and just sell them directly using a mod. I don't always do things the easy way. Oh perfect, we have some tars showing up anyway, so I'm going to go sleep till morning, delete everything. And how's my favorite ball pit this morning? I've got another 120 slimes for you. I think they're finally starting to escape, probably because they're hungry and annoyed that they have to live in such conditions, but I'm not asking. Yeah, they're definitely breaking out the top. They're definitely breaking free. They're not happy at all. I was hoping I could squeeze more of them in there. Maybe I need to miniaturize them, because I think when too many things hit the roof, it maybe goes away, so I need to stop bouncing them into the roof. So I need to fit them into, I don't know, here. I don't know, the ceiling is gone right now. It needs to respawn. I think when so many things hit it, it breaks. I don't really know what to do about that right now, so I'm just going to keep putting slimes in the tank until something happens. And I'm going to try and collect the stragglers and put them back in there, but I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I don't know what they're so unhappy about. They're only starving to death. Alright, since we've seemingly reached our sort of capacity here, let's miniaturize things. Now we're going to get tiny slimes who can't hit the ceiling as much, so we can put more slimes in there. And that hopefully means the food goes a little bit further too, because the food is bigger than they are at this point. But there you go, we're going to put another 30 slimes in there. See, now I don't think they can even hit the roof, so that's perfect. We got another 4 diamond plorts to sell. We could live just off of diamond plorts. I did feel the game start to stutter just a little bit there. I frankly don't blame it. But I am also finding a lot of Doge and Calico slimes. Doge slimes will eat fruit and stuff, so I could in theory fill this one with Doge slimes. And then I can fill the ocean with golden idiots again. And then this corral is going to be for calicos that are just slowly going to starve to death, but I'll keep them for now. And the Dojus are going to eat pogo fruit because, well, they really don't have a choice. Then we just got to get back to the collection. But this will be really good now because no matter what one of the 3 spawns here, we get to keep it. But I'm starting to wonder if we have so many over at our farm that they're kind of not spawning out here as much because there's just too many kind of around. Pink slimes are definitely still the easiest to get. Like here's another 21 and that only took a couple minutes. The game's definitely starting to hitch here and there, so it's feeling the burn. But I'm also going to do something maybe stupid and try and reload so the slimes spawn again. Okay, the game did load in again. It didn't really love it, but off we go. And they're back to spawning rapidly. Perfect. The game's gonna love every little bit of this. I've been sucking up slimes all day. It's turning into night and I've still got a bit of room in my tanks. And that's perfect. Tar slime has showed up, so he's gonna eliminate all the others while we go unload our stuff. The game is definitely, you can feel it stuttering quite a lot now. And we're about to unload another 150 pink slimes. Every once in a while they all jump together, so they're definitely going to get a little bit at that point, but what can you do? I've entirely lost track of slimes, but I would assume there's something in the neighborhood of 500 in there. Excuse me, get in your tank. Yeah, there's a few breakaways, but not nearly as bad as it was earlier when they were full-size idiots. The funny thing is that all of these producing is probably worth less than him. Because he's already produced at least another 2 diamond plorts, which is another $2,000. I think I'm going to have to hit the miniaturizer on both of these for now too, to make sure they're not getting away. These guys are probably starving to death, but I think they'll probably be fine. Alright, this is starting to take a lot longer than I thought it would. So if I stand here and look around a little bit, Yeah, the game's starting to stutter a bit, mostly thanks to those. And the next day we're back to fresh slime spawns and there's no shortage of those showing up. I feel like today's the day when things are going to start to tip and they're going to stop working or start to stop working. And here's another 100 pink slimes to add to the tank. I can't tell if there's just that many or if they're despawning, but I feel like the pile isn't getting bigger and hasn't in a while. I mean, there's obviously a lot in there, but I feel like the numbers just don't add up. Well, then again, maybe they're just so small that it takes a lot of them to fill it up. This tank is my favorite because they don't have any food at all. They're definitely very unhappy about that, but the game is definitely stuttering more and more and more as we add more slimes. Yeah, I can feel it at all times now, like the frame rate is skipping a lot due to all these, so we're almost there. And you're right, it is time for a celebration. I'm very happy too. Okay, the game definitely took a big deep breath when I walked over here, so things are starting to happen. And since my idiot spawner stopped producing me things, I think it's time to go unload. Yep, I could definitely tell when I'm getting back to the farm by the way the game wants to stop. I think I can hear my computer crying. To unload these ones, I'm going to get right in there with them because I keep bouncing them out. Oh, that's got to be bad for the ceiling. So that was 100 and something more slimes in there. And that's definitely starting to get fuller and fuller. And listen to the slimes coming out. They're coming so unevenly now because the game doesn't know how to handle all this. At this point, I'm pretty sure there's well over 1,000 slimes here on my farm within sight. I haven't been keeping track, but I can't really count that high anyway. I just know the game is starting to struggle. Still though, like, it's okay. When I don't look, they kind of organize themselves nicely. And while we were doing that, there's another 3 diamond ports worth another $3,000. I love this part in particular because I just sit here and they do all the work and then I break the game with them. But good news, I got another 150 slimes. You can tell we're getting back to the farm though. I should clarify, I've got 150 pink slimes and I've got a couple hundred other slimes. I'm just going to sit here and launch them straight down, which is probably going to launch me upwards at the same time. I just don't want them hitting the roof. This feels right. I feel like I've done something right today. The rate of fire from my gun is definitely slowing down more and more and more because the game's trying to deal with all this. Look how nice and organized these guys all sit. It's so strange how they do that. This is starting to get painfully slow at times. I wonder if these guys are all sitting so docile because they're starving. Well, then again, if I go close to them, though, they will probably explode. Yeah, there they go. You just need to rile them up a little bit. The game might also be doing that to try and save on processing power. Because these guys like to get stirred up, and there's a lot of them in here. Pretty sure they're going to break through that roof pretty easily, too. Backpack is yet again full. Let's go through here and watch the game explode. Don't worry, I know you guys are lonely. Here's another 150 morons. There's definitely over 1,000 in here by now. That took a long time, but I'm getting pretty happy with the results, but it's getting pretty painful to do because the game's really on that edge of letting go. And they're also starting to escape at a pretty rapid rate, so at this point it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Yeah, I just put a few more in and they're just like rocketing out of there now. So let's try and fill up these corrals. I just realized I've been firing Doge slimes into this tank for a while, so that's not a really great mix, but whatever. I'm starting to lose my mind because I've been firing slimes out of a cannon for the last 4 hours. And the best part is I'm pretty sure I've absolutely ruined this save file. I don't think I'm going to be able to load back into this, so I've lost all my progress. It's so slow now, like it's hardly going. Pretty sure I got over 1,000 slimes in there though. I don't know if they despawned or not, but I did put over 1,000 into that corral.